Hi, my name is Dan Hammer, and I'd like to talk to you today about the emerging world of nutritional supplements designed to harness the power of nitric oxide therapy and what it can do to improve your cardiovascular health. In 1998, the Nobel Prize in Medicine was awarded to 3 American researchers for discovering how your endothelium, which lines all of your cardiovascular system, converts the amino acid L-arginine into nitric oxide, the master signaling molecule of your entire cardiovascular system. And I personally believe the product that best harnesses the ability of your endothelium to create nitric oxide is ProArgi Plus from Synergy Worldwide. And here's why. When you analyze all the manufacturers, products, and claims made, it boils down to 3 key areas: the pathway used to create nitric oxide, proven ingredients, quality assurance standards. Let's start with the pathway used to create nitric oxide because this will eliminate some of the competition. Scientists have crowned nitric oxide the miracle molecule for what it can do to improve cardiovascular health and blood flow. This molecule improves blood flow by relaxing the smooth muscle of the vascular wall, what's called vasodilation. It also keeps blood platelet cells from sticking together to reduce the risk for strokes and heart attacks. And at high enough levels in the bloodstream, and over a long enough period of time, nitric oxide can initiate reparative mechanisms to heal damage done to the interior lining of your cardiovascular system, what's called the endothelium. The key to all of these benefits is increased and long-term production of nitric oxide. There are 2 primary pathways for the creation of this miracle molecule. They are the endothelial pathway, which uses L-arginine for the creation of nitric oxide, the nitrate-nitrite pathway for the creation of nitric oxide. Both pathways are valid, and both pathways are short-lived, meaning that the creation of nitric oxide is highest in the first 2 hours, but quickly returns to baseline levels in the bloodstream. Thus, the results are temporary and not long-lasting. Other key ingredients are needed to extend the production of nitric oxide. Companies like Neo40 and Circ-O2 use the nitrate-nitrite pathway for the creation of nitric oxide, and they make statements suggesting that the L-arginine pathway is ineffective, especially if you're over the age of 40. At the time of this video production, I pulled the following statement from the Neogenis website, which manufactures Neo40. Let me read one section that highlights this issue. Quote, "But if you're over 40 and use L-arginine supplements to increase your nitric oxide levels, you may be wasting your money. The conversion of L-arginine to nitric oxide in the body is extremely complex, and the L-arginine pathway becomes less effective as you get older." End of quote. Now, what's disingenuous about this statement is that Neo40 uses the amino acid called L-citrulline in their product. In your body, L-citrulline is converted to L-arginine and then goes down the same pathway for the creation of nitric oxide that they're telling you is dysfunctional. Outside of being a bit misleading, the question is, why would they need to use L-citrulline in their product? The answer is to extend the ability of their product to create nitric oxide, since the nitrate-nitrite pathway is short-lived, just as the L-arginine pathway by itself is short-lived. Which brings us to proven ingredients. L-citrulline must be a key component to an effective nitric oxide supplement, because what enhances your ability to produce higher levels of nitric oxide over a longer period of time is its combination with L-arginine for the creation of nitric oxide. This pathway is and will always be the best pathway for the creation of nitric oxide regardless of your age. And here's where ProArgi Plus begins to separate itself from the rest of the competition. Clinically proven. While other companies will talk in general terms about ingredients being clinically proven, ProArgi Plus is the only L-arginine supplement that is clinically studied and scientifically validated. Scientists at the Hughes Center for Research and Innovation have made several remarkable discoveries on Synergy's ProArgi Plus formula, showing that this product can do what L-arginine cannot do on its own. Discovery number 1, rapid increase of nitric oxide. In testing, ProArgi Plus significantly and rapidly increases the level of nitric oxide in the body over and above what would be found in just L-arginine alone. Discovery number 2, inhibits myeloperoxidase. This is extremely significant because it has to do with inflammation and plaque formation in the vascular system. According to Boston Heart, a leading authority in the area of cardiovascular disease, quote, increased cholesterol buildup in the artery wall leads to inflammation, which can increase the narrowing or blockage of arteries. Inflammation can also be an early marker for blood vessel damage, and high levels increase patients' risk of atherosclerosis and heart disease. End of quote. Myeloperoxidase is an enzyme made by white blood cells in the artery wall. Elevated levels indicate unstable plaque and is a biomarker for inflammation of the vascular system. By itself, L-arginine has no significant effect on this enzymatic biomarker, which also inhibits nitric oxide production. Additionally, L-arginine has no significant influence on inhibiting the oxidation of LDL or bad cholesterol, which is one of the primary causes of inflammation to the vascular system, leading to the formation and buildup of plaque. The Hughes Center's clinical study showed that the unique combination of ingredients found in Synergy's ProArgi Plus potently inhibited this enzyme myeloperoxidase and helps to reduce the oxidation of LDL cholesterol. This is powerful because it addresses two important factors in using nitric oxide therapy to address cardiovascular concerns. First is in helping to prevent the leading cause of plaque formation in the vascular system, which is inflammation and oxidation of LDL or bad cholesterol, which can increase the risk for a stroke or heart attack by 8-fold. Second is the need for high enough levels of nitric oxide to help relax the smooth muscle of the vascular wall, resulting in vasodilation for improved blood flow, which can help those with high blood pressure see positive improvements in this area. This unique combination of ingredients found in ProArgi Plus has the potential to address two of the most significant risk factors for cardiovascular disease, which is high blood pressure and plaque formations within the vascular system. Because of these two studies at the Hughes Center for Research and Innovation, Synergy's parent company, Nature's Sunshine Products, has filed for a United States provisional patent to protect their exclusive rights to this iconic formula, which takes our discussion on why ProArgi Plus is the best of all the nitric oxide supplements back to the year 2009, when the High Desert Heart Institute utilized ProArgi Plus in a human clinical study involving 33 congestive heart failure patients. All of these patients were maxed out, meaning that there were no further medical or pharmaceutical options available to them. Over a 90-day period, these study participants were given 4 servings of ProArgi Plus per day, 2 servings in the morning and 2 servings in the evening. By the end of the 90-day study, the results were so remarkable that ProArgi Plus was incorporated into the daily operations of this medical facility. In 2013, ProArgi Plus was an integral component to the Chicago Sky Study. This was a corporate wellness study with the upper management of the Chicago Sky women's professional basketball team. Danielle Giordano, the study director, commented that the participants had the greatest gains in cardiovascular health, muscular strength, and muscular endurance of any study she had run prior to incorporating ProArgi Plus. In 2014, 2 important third-party validations were added to the resume for ProArgi Plus. Here in the United States, ProArgi Plus became the first and only L-arginine supplement to be listed in the physician's desk reference, which doctors use for guidelines on what they would recommend to their patients. And the exact first line from this mainstream medical reference book is, quote, ProArgi Plus is the highest quality L-arginine supplement in the world, end of quote. The other third-party validation to the effectiveness of ProArgi Plus in helping people improve their cardiovascular health came from Poland's top health and medical professionals when they awarded this product the Golden Otis Award. In 2015, ProArgi Plus continued to add to its reputation as being the highest quality L-arginine supplement in the world when it was again listed in the 2015 Physician's Desk reference. Additionally, ProArgi Plus was awarded the best new product at CAM Expo, which is the largest health expo in the United Kingdom. None of the other nitric oxide supplements in the market come close to matching the recognition other respected health professional organizations have placed on ProArgi Plus. And one of the primary reasons why this product, and not others, has gained this attention in the medical community is quality assurance standards. There are two issues that plague the nutrition industry and cause people, especially in the medical profession, to discount nutritional supplements and what they can do to improve human performance. First, most companies do not make their own products. Instead, they are made by a third-party vendor and relabeled for that company. This brings into question ingredient sourcing and production procedures. Second, almost every consumer study done on a random pool of nutritional supplements show that over half of the ones tested do not meet label claims, meaning that the ingredients listed on the required supplement fact for that particular product are not actually in the product. This will never be an issue with ProArgi Plus. From the beginning, when this product was introduced to the market in 2008, Synergy Worldwide and their parent company, Nature's Sunshine Products, implemented sourcing and testing procedures to guarantee the purity, potency, and safety of ProArgi Plus in each and every batch produced. There are 262 verified quality assurance steps that go into the manufacturing of this product. Because of this, they offer a full 120-day money-back guarantee on the purchase of their product, and they guarantee ProArgi Plus will meet all label claims even to the expiration date for each production batch. It starts with product sourcing. Linda Hammonds, Vice President for Quality Assurance and Regulatory Affairs, has put in place a strict auditing procedure that all raw material vendors must meet. This includes harvesting of raw materials to strict specifications with both sample and on-site facility audits. And once raw materials are received, before they can be used in production, they must pass extensive testing performed by Synergy's quality assurance team to guarantee an identical match to the purity, potency, and safety standards set for ProArgi Plus. Out of the 262 individual quality control tests used, 3 are critically important. Thin layer chromatography. This test allows Synergy to fingerprint the raw material sample and compare it to a library of known standards. With this test, Synergy can identify the raw material and verify that all key components are present. Ash testing. Raw material samples are burned at 700 degrees Celsius for 1 hour. Every herb and mineral has specific ash characteristics that can be identified with this test. If the ash content is significantly higher than expected, then the presence of dirt or other foreign material is suspected. A failed ash test will result in the raw material being rejected. High-performance liquid chromatography. This extremely sensitive computerized instrumentation process allows Nature's Sunshine Products to analyze the ingredients in ProArgi Plus. As a finished product, this test allows Synergy to guarantee that all label claims are met. And when it comes to optimizing the ability of the enzymes of the endothelium to produce higher levels of nitric oxide, there are several key ingredients that must be part of the nutritional profile of the supplement you're taking. All of these key ingredients are in ProArgi Plus. They are L-arginine, L-citrulline, resveratrol or red wine extract, vitamin D3, vitamin K2, pomegranate fruit concentrate. Many companies will use L-arginine, but unfortunately there are multiple grade levels for this ingredient. Synergy uses pure, free-form L-arginine that is also pharmaceutical grade. Pharmaceutical grade means that it meets the highest standards set for optimal absorption of this amino acid. It's superior to arginine HCl or arginine AKG. Other companies will try to make you believe that these two forms of arginine are better, but here's the truth. If you're taking 5 grams of either one of these alternative forms of L-arginine, you are not getting 5 grams of the key amino acid needed to create nitric oxide. Instead, HCl or hydrochloride or AKG alpha-ketoglutarate make up 45 to 55% of the molecule. So the actual delivery of L-arginine is about half of what is listed. Additionally, HCl is a big red flag because HCl stands for hydrochloride, which can lower potassium levels in the bloodstream. This can interfere with muscle relaxation and potentially contribute to a heart spasm. Most companies will not disclose their sourcing for this amino acid, but Synergy Worldwide does. Both L-arginine and L-citrulline, which we'll talk about next, come from a natural process. These two amino acids are isolated and purified from a fermentation process of natural ingredients. L-citrulline, this amino acid is key. While L-arginine is the needed molecule for the production of nitric oxide, L-citrulline is metabolized to yield more L-arginine to continue the ability of the enzymes of the endothelium to produce higher amounts of nitric oxide over a longer period of time. Here's the metabolic pathway, and as you can see by the red circle, L-citrulline is key to keeping this nitric oxide production going. And let me come back to companies like Neo40 and Circo2. When they tell you that the L-arginine pathway is ineffective in the production of nitric oxide, especially if you're over the age of 40, then either they don't understand the science of nitric oxide production, or they're making a statement that is less than accurate. Resveratrol or red wine extract. First off, this is a polyphenol in red wine and has absolutely no alcohol content. It's important to have in your product design because it helps reduce LDL oxidation and protects against artery damage. Vitamin D3 and vitamin K2 work together to regulate calcium levels in the bloodstream. Calcium is a key ingredient because the enzymatic production of nitric oxide by the endothelium is a calcium-dependent reaction. By itself, vitamin D3 supports healthy cardiovascular function and inflammatory response. And the form of vitamin K is critical. Many companies use vitamin K1 because it's significantly cheaper to use. The problem is vitamin K1 does not support vascular health and may interfere with blood thinning medications. Vitamin K2 is just the opposite. This correct form significantly improves arterial and cardiovascular health. It also plays an important role in preventing calcium from depositing in the arteries as well as in soft tissues like the heart, lung, and kidneys. Finally, we have pomegranate fruit concentrate. This ingredient enhances the enzymatic activity of the endothelium, leading to higher amounts of nitric oxide production. In peer-reviewed clinical studies, pomegranate fruit concentrate has been shown to reverse plaque formations within the vascular system because of its ability to increase nitric oxide production. As you can see from the information contained in this video, there is no other nitric oxide product in the marketplace that is as scientifically validated and clinically studied as ProArgi Plus. Which brings us to the final consideration that people will have in choosing an L-arginine supplement. cost. If you're truly serious about addressing the health of your vascular system, then the long-term use of a nitric oxide supplement is important. Why? Because you need to provide the endothelium with the key ingredients it needs to optimize its ability to produce high levels of nitric oxide over a long period of time. Just as you feed your body the nutrients it needs, you must also feed the endothelium with the nutrients it needs to help protect your cardiovascular system. Synergy Worldwide understands this and has a preferred customer program that allows you to buy at the same wholesale pricing as their independent distributors, but with no business attachment, strictly customer orientated. And the Jumbo Jar Plus One program provides you with competitive pricing and the ability to earn reward points that can be redeemed for free product. For example, the Jumbo Jar Plus One for mixed berry is $240 plus sales tax and shipping. A jumbo jar contains 180 servings, which is the equivalent to 6 of the small canisters. Plus you get a box of single-serve sticks with 30 servings per box, a total of 210 servings or 7 units of product. This brings your cost down to $34.29 per unit, which is extremely competitive to all the other L-arginine supplements. Yet, you're getting the highest quality ingredients in the market with a product that is clinically studied and scientifically validated to be the best at helping you harness the power of nitric oxide therapy to address cardiovascular concerns. Plus, you have a 120-day money-back guarantee where you can put the product to the test, and if it doesn't perform to your expectations, you can return it for a full refund on the purchase amount of the product. If you remember the iconic TV commercials for E.F. Hutton, quote, "When E.F. Hutton talks, people listen," end of quote. Well, when a Synergy distributor or preferred customer approaches you about the value of ProArgi Plus to help you address your cardiovascular concerns or the cardiovascular concerns of a loved one, you need to listen, because ProArgi Plus is the most clinically studied and scientifically validated nitric oxide supplement in the marketplace today. Take them seriously and put this product to the test so that you can see firsthand how nitric oxide therapy can improve your cardiovascular health and overall wellness.